Well, now to another matter. The chairman of the Senate Ad Hoc Committee on Humanitarian Crisis in the Northeast, Senator Shehu Sani, says the suspension of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Babachir Lawal, is a good step by President Muhammadu Buhari.
The President has taken a good step with what he has done. And despite the fact that those people who were indicted in the interim report did a lot by hiring spin doctors and tarnishing and rubbishing our reputation in the media, making all sorts of allegations against us. But I'm undoubted. I come from a civil rights movement. I have been a fighter all my life. And I believe this was an assignment which I didn't ask for. In fact, the Senate simply gave me, and I did my job. There were people who were given contracts to buy food for the IDPs. It never came. There were people given contracts to buy medical equipment and medicines for the IDPs. It never came. And so many things happened. So I can say that right now we have over 25 companies. And funny enough, I can tell you that 70% of these companies are fake. Most of them, we went to their addresses, they don't exist at all. But they are there in the Corporate Affairs Commission, their files.
I inquired from the senator when his committee will submit its final report on this matter to the Senate.
Every day you open pages of newspapers and you open your handsets, you see millions of dollars, of euros, of pounds in the name of IDPs in the Northeast, and then you ask yourself, if all this money actually goes to the IDPs, couldn't their problem have been solved? But it's not the case. Most of these monies were simply monies on paper, and in reality, they end up in the pockets of people in government. And our major concern was the very fact that we come from a ruling party, and we have a duty to protect the integrity of the party and that of the government. But we have a broader duty and a larger duty to serve our country and to tell the truth as it is. And that is why, after that full report, after our investigation and our visit to those states, we came out with an interim report. But it's very clear that they turned the committee into a personal instrument for raking in public funds for their own personal use. Well, we're coming back to the plenary in the next few days, perhaps next Tuesday. And I believe when we're back, it's not going to take very long. I will forward before the floor of the Senate the full report. And unfortunately now, an action has been taken on the SGF. We now have to consult within ourselves whether he will still have to appear. But if there is a need for us to invite him, we will invite him to come. But we have 25 companies that fed on the suffering of the IDPs in the Northeast.
I will be looking forward to that report, as I'm sure you will be too. I'm also looking forward to the lawmakers resuming from the break. You can be sure to catch the highlight of all they will attend to when they resume. You get all that here on The Gavel. I'm Lanre Lasese. Thanks for staying with me. Bye.